Hey, what's up? I thought I decided that is not a good way to start. Anyhow, I decided it would be a good idea to put down some of my thoughts on video so I can look back and be like, yeah, because I reckon I'm going to be one of those people that actually have dementia when I'm older. So I'm going to document everything, and I hope nobody sees this because this is kind of for my benefit and maybe my kids benefit. When they're older, they can look back and see what an idiot their dad was and still laugh about it, not take themselves too seriously. But the reason I'm doing this video today is I want to tell you about a dream I had, and I keep looking away nervously because I don't like filming myself, as most of us. So I had such a vivid dream last night. It felt so real. I was on an aeroplane and the plane had landed, but there'd been some sort of accident and my chest was hurting. And I was by myself, I wasn't with my family. I should have known it was a dream right then. One, that I'm actually on holiday, and two, that my wife would let me actually go on an aeroplane on some sort of trip without her and the kids. So straight away that should have been alarm bells, but it wasn't. So my chest was hurting and I was talking to the other people, and there was like no one else around apart from like the staff and things like that. So something must have happened, but I was none the wiser. What I remember is that my chest was hurting. I was holding my chest and I was saying to the people that I need to get off of this plane. I need to get to a hospital. I do not think I'm doing good. And they're stopping me from moving. They're like, no, don't move. Stay there. Everything's fine. Just don't move, just stay there. And I'm watching this happen for like 10, 20 minutes. Every time I'm trying to get up. And the door's right there, by the way. The door's open. There's people rushing about. And no one's telling me nothing. They're just running around, talking amongst themselves, not letting me move. But they're just telling me, they're trying to calm me down and say, hey, everything's all right, everything's going to be okay. And that went on, like I said, for about 20 minutes. And then, like, I had what I could only imagine that you actually have when you're dying, when you know your body and you have that moment where you're like, I'm going to die. Like, I had that moment. And in that moment where I realized that this was it, I've got a few minutes to live, I was so mad that these people had wasted my time and let me just sit there for 20 minutes. I could have spent that 20 minutes calling my kids and saying goodbyes to everyone. Oh, my life sounds like I'm crying. I'm not. I don't think I've spoken that long for a long time, mate. What's this, 3 minutes talking? So I could have spent those 20 minutes calling my kids and speaking to my missus, calling my kids and saying my goodbyes to everybody. And I didn't. I just sat there. And I remember being in that moment, I wasn't thinking like, I could have done this with my life, I could have done that. I didn't have no regrets. Just apart from these people wasted my time, rather than saying, hey, you know what? You're in a pretty bad shape. There was an accident. I don't think you're going to make it. Is there anyone you want to call? Because that's what I would do to someone. I'd be like, hey, do you need to speak to anybody? Even if I don't tell them, hey, you're going to die, I'm going to be like, hey, do you need to speak to anyone? None of that. So the last seconds of my life was me trying to get to my phone to leave a message for my kids and my wife and my parents and my friends, just to say goodbye. And didn't manage to do it. I got my phone out. I looked at my screensaver, which is of my daughter, and I died. And in my death, I just opened my eyes and woke up from the dream. And I was like, you know what? I need to start leaving some videos around just in case that happens. Hence, hello YouTube. And these videos are just for me. I really hope no one looks at it because it's kind of embarrassing. Maybe my kids, when they're older, they can look back and be like, psh, my dad was an absolute idiot. But I want to leave my mind somewhere, and yeah, leaving it here. Don't take yourself too seriously, kids, if you are watching this. But that was my dream, and I have loads of these mad dreams, about 2-3 a week. So I'll update you regularly.